everyone, and welcome to the newest, most entertaining, must-see Midwest Wrestling Podcast. I'm here, Double D. If you know me, I run Motorsports YouTube channel, and now I'm the guest on the Midwest Wrestling Podcast with my friend Nathan right here. Nathan from
Mark,
the Lou.
I am Nathan. Nathan from the Lou. Okay, I like that. Yeah. So what's up, guys? I'm Nathan. This is kind of my podcast. It's also Daniel's podcast too. We're kind of co-hosting it, but I'm more of like the main runner of the channel, and he's more of just the behind the scenes guy that's making all the magic happen.
I'm his hype man.
Thank you for this, buddy. You're doing this. I'm actually happy to actually work with you on this. So yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm glad to start this with you. It's going to be a great journey to have this podcast here on the Midwest Wrestling Podcast. All right, so we're going to start off with how we got into wrestling and who are our favorite male wrestler and all-time male wrestler and all-time female wrestler and active women's wrestler. And I'll start off with myself first, so I am Double D, and I became a WWE fan in 2016. I saw John Cena pretty much wrestle. I think pretty much everyone back in the 2010s mainly got into wrestling because of John Cena. But I seen some of his clips. I was kind of on and off on wrestling. I didn't start really paying attention to it until 2019. I know, ironic, because that year sucked. But yeah, over time, my favorite wrestler became Roman Reigns on active. Yeah, guys, I know. I like this big dog gimmick. But my favorite men's wrestler all time, The Undertaker. Just the aura The Undertaker's had and all the storylines he's had throughout the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, and all those storylines that he's had. He's pretty much built the WWE for all those 30 years he's wrestled. And for the female side, I'd have to say, not only that it's active, but all time, Chelsea Green. I mean,
Chelsea Cardona, you mean? Chelsea Cardona.
Nah, she has her own nickname. Anyways,
Okay. Yeah.
About her, I mean, I didn't really know who she was until she debuted with Charlotte Flair in 2019, and then she got released in 2021. I had no idea where she went to because I only paid attention to WWE at the time. And then she returned with her Karen gimmick in 2023. And the thing about her, it's not necessarily about winning. It's about having the best character to try to tell storylines and try to make your character the most entertaining throughout the show. And I see that in Chelsea Green. I believe she's going to be a top draw eventually if she isn't now. And definitely, she's my number one in women's wrestling. So there you go. That's kind of how I've gotten to wrestling and who are my favorites are. Now I'm going to hand it off to Nathan from the Lou.
So
it better not be Goldberg.
Maybe. No. So I got into wrestling, I want to say 20 or not 20, 2008, 9-ish. But I mean, I grew up playing the old the TW games, stuff like that. But I took a break from watching wrestling from junior high through middle high school, and then I got back into it in junior high school. So I got kind of back into it, and now I'm a senior in college, and yeah, I love it. I'm back into it now full time. I love watching it. I love behind the scenes. I love learning more about the wrestlers behind the gimmicks and stuff like that. So my favorite wrestler all time is first, you said?
One from all time, one active for both male and female.
So all time is Edge. Remember, I started watching in 08, 09-ish, and then Edge retired in 2011. So growing up a little bit, I didn't get his full career, but I got a lot of his in his first part of his career, and I loved it. I fell in love with Edge. I fell in love with the storylines. I love the when he was just the bad guy, but he's so entertaining and really good. Also his ladder matches were insane.
Oh yeah,
matches are just so good. Current. So I'm from the Lou, so I have to rep my boy Randy Orton here. I love Randy Orton. I've actually had some stories. I actually met Randy Orton in St. Louis or in Missouri, where we're from. There's a place called Six Flags. It's kind of like a theme park.
Oh, nice.
And when I was like 15, I wasn't watching wrestling that much at the point at this point, but I was getting off of a ride when the park was like closing, and then Randy Orton was actually getting on the ride while I was getting off. So that's awesome, an amazing moment. And then when I was like 11 or 12, I think, my aunts actually ran into Randy Orton at like a craft store or whatever, and he actually gave us free tickets to, I think it was either Extreme Rules,
Oh, that's sick.
where like Brock faced Cena, I think.
Yeah,
Or
you're
it was
right.
the
I
1000th
remember
episode
that.
or it was the 1000th episode of Monday Raw. So that was really good. And then more recently, I think it was last year or the year before. Or yeah, it was the year before. I went to NXT in
I
Missouri.
can notice by the shirt.
Yeah. So Randy was there, and he was he was like wrestling Javon Evans that night just for like a showcase because it's St. Louis and like NXT was there for like a takeover. And I got to wrestle. Or he wrestled Javon, and then after he stayed around for like 20 minutes, taking pictures of people. So I got a picture with Randy. Love and death.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like him, like staying around for his home folks. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean,
he's actually from like somewhere else, but he lives in St. Louis.
No, he's from he's not from. I guess he's in like I don't like exactly what town he's in, but yeah. So Randy Orton, one the guy. There's some honorable mentions, but I won't get into those just yet. Watch more of the podcasts, and maybe I'll reveal who else I like. For females, all time. Oh wow. Should I go controversial?
It's up to you, man.
No. Well, currently it's Liv Morgan. I love Liv Morgan. I love her gimmick. I love her storylines. I love the crazy girl gimmicks. It's awesome.
She was my favorite before Chelsea Green came along.
Yeah, no, she's so good. It's so hard to pick like an all time because there's so many amazing, and then there's some that I will say that'll get me hate because people don't like them. But I guess I'll just say Liv Morgan all time.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Ronda Rousey. No, I'm joking.
Ronda Rousey.
Eva Marie.
But yeah, Liv Morgan's fair. I mean, just the backstory of herself, like, she started out with the Riot Squad, pretty much like a jobber, and then she reinvented herself in like that same year, like 2019.
Her first storyline was
with Lana and Rusev and Bobby Lashley.
We don't talk about that storyline.
That was a bad storyline, but that elevated her kind of.
Is Rusev injured?
Rusev, I don't know. He's just been off. I don't think he's injured. He's just been off television.
I thought I heard someone say like he was like off for just like creative plans they have.
Creative plans. Because I remember like reading stuff on social media saying that there was these wrestlers off on like creative plans. But back on Liv Morgan, like the way that like she built herself up, and then of course she was like in 2020, then she went back to with tag team partnering with Ruby Riott, and they won a tag team titles. I think didn't they? Did they win it like once? I don't remember.
Oh no, it got passed around a lot, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, it did. I remember back then it was like Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler with it. Back then, and Bailey and Sasha Banks. I shouldn't mention her because she's in a different company.
Yeah.
But but eventually Liv Morgan would build herself up, and then she'd win Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
and cash in on Ronda Rousey.
She beat Ronda twice or three times. I think she's a person to beat Ronda more than once.
Yes, and that's pretty impressive herself. So, and with her character work over the years, and she's gotten a lot better in the ring. I say she's one of the top women in the company now.
Oh yeah, 100%. I love her. I love her in her work so much.
All right, so now here we are. We're gonna talk about the first. Let's see. We're gonna talk about the first 15 minutes of Smackdown. So, yeah, last Friday. Well, we'll talk about Smackdown. We'll talk about Saturday night main event, and then we'll talk about Raw. So that's how we'll go.
Perfect.
SmackDown. I'm gonna take a look at my notes real quick. Yes, guys, I use notes. Call me Unk.
We all use notes.
Call me an Unk, but I have to use notes.
Yeah, we're getting old over here. We have to refresh our memories.
All right. Let's see. SmackDown. So, in SmackDown, you would have Sami Zayn come out. Sami Zayn will talk like he's in his like hometown of Montreal. He was speaking to the crowd, and all of a sudden, Trick Williams interrupts.
Trick Willie.
Trick said something like, "You're not on my level," and then Damian comes in, and then Trick Williams takes out Sami Zayn, and this would set up the main event later on. It was, I don't know. I guess it was an okay segment, but it was, I don't know.
Kind of
didn't really feel anything from it.
It's kind of, yeah. And then didn't Drew come out? No, Drew did not come out this week.
Drew didn't come out. He didn't come out until like Saturday night main event. We'll talk about that later. All right. Then we had a segment between Elijah Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. And The Miz talked to Carmelo. Now, this is what I found really interesting, and this is why I want to talk about modern day wrestling. The Miz mentioned to Carmelo, he said, what happened to hating your opponents? That's what I see with most of these wrestlers these days. They treat them like their best friends, like, I respect you, but what happened to, like, back in the day, like, where they just hate each other and they would just go at it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see that. Besides maybe, like, Seth and CM Punk, but we haven't had any of that since then.
Drew and everybody he's against. Drew hates everybody. But we'll get more of that later. But no, I think I like the respect that wrestlers give each other in kayfabe now. I like it, but like I see what you mean by it's kind of overused a lot because a lot of people like, oh, I respect you, let's have a match. But I mean, that's how you get like face versus face, and that's the only real way to do it, really. So
I mean, everybody wants to be Dr. Libations, Cody Rhodes.
Oh my!
Shout out to CJax525.
About that segment though, I think, or that whole thing, Ilya's amazing, and Carmelo's amazing.
Hey, he's great in the ring for sure, and Carmelo.
They are both like so.
My opinion, and Carmelo Hayes should be higher up in the card because he's kind of reminds me of Trick Williams. It's like he's got the mic skills, he's got the ring skills. He should be higher up. I mean, I'm shocked that he's already only still in like the mid card. He should be higher up.
Shout out Chris Van Vliet. Miz was on his podcast saying how much he loves how good these young guys are, like Javon, Ilya, Carmelo. Mm-hmm. But he says that there's something missing. And like I see that a little bit. I don't know what it is, but there's something missing about like these younger guys. Like they're insane in the ring. They can talk. They like have a good character, but there's just something missing. And I think the Miz personally is one of the best people to bring out of them because a lot of people don't like my take on the Miz, but I think he is one of the most underrated wrestlers in WWE.
Oh, totally.
I mean, like 2 years ago, I think when he was teaming with R-Truth, he was killing it. I mean, he was doing crazy moves. He fought Gunther, and he was doing insane stuff against Gunther. He can talk on the mic. He's one of the best heels ever. I'm sorry. Best heels. I think people honestly underrate him a lot. And, like, yeah, he loses a lot now, but, I mean, he's always been like the guy to get, like, to, like, put over, like, young talent. From Alex Riley to Damian Sandow. Well, I mean, John Morrison wasn't young talent, but like he elevated John Morrison in some places. Who else has he worked with? I mean, well, Carmelo, and like I know like a lot of those players didn't work.
He worked with John Morrison.
But, yeah, but like he didn't make John Morrison. John Morrison was his own thing.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
But working with R-Truth and John Morrison was amazing. I get he had a terrible match at WrestleMania. I get it. The main event with him was not good, but like he is so underrated, and he doesn't get the respect he deserves because like a lot of people that they worked with aren't in the company anymore. But I'm not going to get into why they're not. But just know it wasn't really the business fault.
Yeah,
there's a lot for them. There's some people that are loved that I personally love that are the reasons why those people are no longer in the company.
I say The Miz. He's kind of similar to LA Knight, like where he doesn't go 100% in the ring, but he does that so he doesn't get injured, so he has more longevity in the ring.
He's ever been injured, like seriously.
Yeah, The Miz. He's always been around, which is great. I remember that one clip years ago where he was ranting on Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan was going after The Miz, and he went full off on him about I have never been injured and everything. LA Knight, I think, is similar to him. But
yeah.
And also, The Miz, really good on mic skills. That's going to get you in the company well. If you can just wrestle great enough and have really great mic skills.
I think he's in a place that he's happy with because he's putting over younger talent, teaching younger talent, and he's working with people. And he's still on TV a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome.
Definitely. All right, so now we're going to go to Elijah Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes. Once again, they put on a banger.
Melo don't miss.
They put on a banger.
Melo don't miss. Ilya is...
Another shout out to CJax525.
Okay.
He has the best impressions.
I have a question about this.
All right.
Do you think that they should face each other at Mania?
No. I think they should get their storyline wrapped up, and Melo should face someone else.
Chamber, yeah. Okay, here are my picks for Mania for them. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. Great history. Would be good. I think we can do that next 7 months. Be a full Mania.
I don't think Trick Williams should be in the mid card. He's already in the main event picture because he was facing he was already in the number one contender match.
I don't think they should put Trick as a main eventer just yet. But I like the idea of him versus Melo.
I think they should have him. Okay, I don't think he should be the champion. I think he should be chasing it. That's what I think.
I don't know. I think he should be the one to take off Miller because I don't know who else to give it to. But Ilya, I don't know if you know about his history, but I think he was the
he beat Gunther in NXT UK when Gunther had that very long reign.
Longbreaker, Ilya, and not Tyler Bate, but Tyler Bate or one of them. So yeah, or it was Tyler Bate or a Pete Dunne. But Ilya is a crazy wrestler. I mean, like if he didn't get injured last year, he would probably be in the world title picture. He probably would have faced Gunther for that world title. He probably would have won. But like, he's like an assassin in the ring, and like his finishing move, the Torpedo Moscow is like the running move he does, but like the punch he does, I forget what it's called. You know what it's called? Ilya's punch.
Ilya's punch. Oh man, I should know this stuff. This is bad.
I should know too.
It's not where he goes down like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, who I think should face Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania? I'm gonna be honest, because they're building up Carmelo Hayes and The Miz again. I think The Miz, because those two are great workers on the mic. They'd be better at storytelling, in my opinion. I mean, of course, Dragunov's got like the wrestling.
Yeah.
But I think with storytelling, that'd make it more entertaining, more of a draw, in my opinion. And then have Dragunov like have a banger with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chad Gable. Well, Chad Gable hasn't returned yet, but whenever he returns, he'd be great to have a match with.
Later. We'll get more of Chad Gable later. I'll talk more about that later. But also the finishing move is called the H-bomb, which is
H-bomb. Thank you.
Yeah, it's devastating.
Definitely. All right, but we got to move on.
I think,
so,
okay.
Okay, of course, they had a match. I thought it was a great match. It was a decent match. Carmelo got the win because of The Miz helping him, and Melo wasn't happy with The Miz helping him. But, all right, so that goes on. Then we go to the Cody Rhodes segment. Cody Rhodes interviews is getting interviewed by who's interviewing him? I think it was like Michael
Michael?
Cole. I think
No,
it was
was
Michael.
it Michael? No. Michael interviewed Gunther on Raw.
That was on
It
Raw.
wasn't-
But I'm just trying to think of who interviewed him on SmackDown.
Wasn't Corey?
I don't know. But anyways, Cody Rhodes was getting interviewed by somebody, and then like Jacob Fatu
Byron.
came in, and I thought we got a preview of the Cody Homelander when he said, "Act. This is why you'll be locked up because of your actions." He told that to Jacob Fatu, and I think Cody wasn't really saying that much until like that one line. And Jacob Fatu, of course, was talking about like, I've done everything I could to get here, and he said I'm always in control and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
With
I
that-
kind of thought it was kind of like an awkward segment, but I thought we
It
kind
was.
of got
It's a
at
lot.
the same time. I kind of thought we got a glimpse in like Cody Rhodes' heel character
turn.
coming up.
Which I like it because Jacob's not a heel. He's a face. But he's like an aggressive, like scary face.
Yeah,
So that sounded kind of weird, but like I think he's going to be a catalyst to make Cody like show Cody like not show, but like turn Cody heel by like maybe beating this this face who acts like a heel. And then we get my WrestleMania prediction: Cody Rhodes versus my boy Randy Orton.
Oh, I hope we
WrestleMania,
get to see
which
that
We've
Mania.
been teasing. We've been teasing for a while now. And Randy said a couple weeks
They
ago.
teased it for like
Cody
2
title.
years now.
Yes, because it needs to happen. There's so much history there. between
In my
Cody
opinion,
and Randy.
It should have happened last year. I thought it should have been John Cena versus Gunther for the championship, and then because honestly, this is gonna be a hot take. I don't think John Cena should have never turned heel. He was fine the way he was with his character. I mean, they could have had him heel, but they really botched his heel run. I think at Mania last year it should have been Cena versus Gunther, and then it would have been Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton the heel, and then Cody Rhodes the face. That's why I hoped happened, and then we would have had Randy Orton on a heel run, and then Cody would try to win a championship back.
Yeah, but Cena needed the title though.
Yeah, he did. That's why I said face Gunther,
2017.
because Gunther was like champion at the time.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't. I would say. Would it still count?
Huh?
I guess Universal does Universal count as world champion? I don't
Yeah,
know.
Universal does count as a championship.
Well, no. Well, yeah. That's what Cody had, and then
World Heavyweight Championship.
yes, that's what Gunther had. At Mania?
Yeah, Mania. That's when he faced like Jey Uso. Oh yeah, don't even get me started on all that went on. Do like Jey Uso, but the way he won, he shouldn't have won that way. Well, but we'll move on to like the next segment that happened
Please
in
do before I get
SmackDown.
in trouble fucking that by Jey Uso because I have some takes about him. We'll share that at a different time.
All right. So now comes up, we have Jordan Grace being interviewed, I believe, by Kathy Kelly. And then all of a sudden, Chelsea Green pops in. Chelsea Green offers Jordan Grace to be on the Secret Service. And Jordan Grace is like, sure, you go out and face Jade. And then, of course, that showed like Chelsea Green and Jade Cargill would wrestle. And honestly, I was grateful that they had Chelsea Green wrestle 2 more minutes with Jade Cargill. Honestly, it should have been like a 10, 20-minute match because Chelsea Green is her. But, of course, WWE, if you listen to WWE Unreal, you just got a bunch of frauds. Like, everywhere. Like, you can't even criticize them. Like, oh, man, this wrestler looks weak. Oh, you're against company. Oh, man, this wrestler is horrible on the mic. You're against company. Oh, man, I think this wrestler is better than the other wrestler. You're against company. I mean, just the atmosphere of like how it's being
I'm gonna
ran.
be honest.
It's more against the fans, and they just don't
Yes.
listen to anybody. But back to what I was talking about, Jade Cargill and Chelsea Green. They were wrestling for like a few minutes. Of course, Jade Cargill beat Chelsea Green, and then I think Jordan Grace cut like a little promo on Jade Cargill, and then I think Jade's like I think she was trying to get like she was trying to challenge Jade Cargill for the championship, and Jade Cargill, of course, and I think she's a heel. People say she's a face, but I think she's a heel.
Jade?
Yeah, Jade Cargill. And she's like,
100%
no.
Everybody knows she's a heel. Yeah, she's a heel. she's purposely not, or her character's not defending the title on purpose. So that's what they're doing with it. But because even the Chelsea match wasn't for the title. She's not defending the title one time yet, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's the insane thing. Like the mid carders, like Maxine Dupree, Chelsea Green, Becky Lynch. Like they defended a lot more. Well, Becky's not a mid card. I'm just talking about like her. Like
I get it. She's a mid card champion, but okay.
I'm referencing it in that way. But
yeah, no, I'll accept it.
But they defended it a lot more than what Jade Cargill has whenever she won. Like Jade Cargill hasn't even defended it once. She only beat Tiffany Stratton and she hasn't defended it since. Like, I'm starting to get heat on Jade Cargill. I want her to lose that title because she's done nothing. Like, how they worked her? She's done nothing.
I think they're doing it on purpose to get her hate to go against Jordan Grace, and then Jordan Grace wins. Because Jordan Grace, I don't know if you know about her TNA, but she's a beast.
Oh, I agree. Jordan Grace is a beast.
They call her the Juggernaut. She's insane.
The Juggernaut, yes.
She's
know that.
But I mean, I know how much you love Chelsea Green. I love her too, but not as much as you do. But
no,
here's the
thing. We just need justice for Chelsea Green. Like, she should have literally every single title in the company, and then just everybody.
See, I'm about to say the same thing about her husband once you get his segment. So,
all right,
once you get his part, isn't it next?
No, we'll get to whatever's next after that. It's actually the MFTs versus the Wyatt Six.
Okay.
But I still kind of
want to. Let's move on. Let's just.
It's okay, but
I'm sorry. We. Okay. I'll give it 2 minutes. I'll talk about it.
All right, but yeah, just about her,
yeah.
Like if you watch Unreal, like I mentioned, Michael Hayes said that she's not on the level of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And I think that's honestly a horrible take because her mic work is really great and she's pretty decent in the ring. Even though she's not winning matches, I think she's on the level of a main eventer. She has the potential to be one. She's got to be booked in the right way. Hopefully she wins the Royal Rumble or even Money in the Bank later this year. But let's move on. All right, MFTs versus Wyatt Six. The tag team division for the men's is being booked horribly, in my opinion. There's no build up at all with the Wyatt Six. And then MFT, you had Solo Sikoa, who was feuding with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, now put down to pretty much in the tag team. And of course, he had them face off, and he had the MFTs beat the Wyatt Six. Wyatt Six, this is probably going to be the end of the storylines for him. I won't be surprised if some of them get released later this year. In my opinion, they turn into something like Retribution.
I'm trying to hold my tongue because I know how people feel about the Wyatts. I love the Wyatts too, in the past. But
same here. But
what they are now is it's just not clicking at all. Everybody's good. Dick Phillips is good. Joe Gacy is good. Eric Rowan is good. Nikki Cross is good. Bo's good. But it's just not working. The tag division was so deep on SmackDown. We had the Street Profits, DIY, RP Ciampa, Fraxium, Pretty Deadly. Who else we got?
Street Profits.
Oh, I wish we had time to get into that because with Street Profits, but that too, and then we had Angel Garza and
Berto.
What the other guy's name is? Berto. Oh yeah, Angel and Berto.
They're probably gonna
were in there.
They're probably gonna get released. There's nothing going on with them.
Well, because Santos debuted on AAA without.
Yeah, he did return on AAA.
But he's going to NXT next week to go take Grayson Waller's spot because he'll be Saudi. So.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's move on from this part because it's just too depressing to talk about it. I mean.
Yeah, like I said, MFT wins. I just think like that division is a disaster. But then you would have AJ Styles, of course. You have a segment with Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, their face off before Saturday Night Main Event. We'll talk about that later on. We got
Put some respect on my boy Shinsuke. I'm sorry.
We will.
Everybody just.
We will.
just
Nathan Frazier versus Johnny Gargano with Candice LeRae ringside. Of course, you'd have them two wrestle. I mean, honestly, I didn't really care about this storyline. You had Candice LeRae accidentally mess up Johnny Gargano winning the match. And then that would put Nathan Frazier over. And then more news too. Tommaso Ciampa announced that his contract's ending and he will not be returning to the WWE. And I think that actually hurts Johnny Gargano if you think about it.
Dude, it's okay. Okay. I don't think it does.
Oh, you don't think so?
The storyline right now is not doing good because they started it with Ciampa and now he's gone. But
I agree. Yes.
I don't know if you know anything about Mr. Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Wrestling is insane. I think Johnny Gargano by himself or just with Candice is gonna work. I say put him in the mid-card division. Let him wrestle. He's insane in the ring. Good mic work. Good charisma. Give him back Rebel Heart. Love that theme song. Mm-hmm. And he'll do amazing things.
Yeah, Gargano's a great wrestler. It's just that with like Triple H booking and all this, like the wrestlers aren't booked to wrestle that much anymore. They only wrestle like once a week, or not even once a week. They only be like here and there. They just be like segments on the shows. Like for them to like, you know, have better moves and not botch as much, they gotta have more matches. That's something I disagree with, like how the company's going. That's a whole different topic, but I think if we had them like booked more matches, we would see more stuff.
Sorry, I'm looking at your notes right now.
All right, so we have Drew McIntyre appears. Of course, he gets the Montreal crowd riled up. He does like the cheap heat, talks about their hockey team, and he says Sami Zayn. He talks about his son, of how I like Drew. Just his work is hilarious.
Drew, okay, let me say one thing about Drew. I love Drew McIntyre so much. The dude is such a troll, and he's just so like spiteful. Everybody, every feud he's in is just so much hate involved. I mean, like you have his feud with Cody, just pure hate. His feud with LA Knight, pure hate.
Yeah, I agree. He hates
Damian Priest, hates. And this one, I feel like it's just going to be just pure hate too against Sami, and I love it because I know I'm a Sami Zayn hater. I would say I don't hate the guy. I'm just not a fan.
We'll talk more about their match later on. But
yeah.
They had that segment. I thought it was pretty decent from Drew. All right, so you got the Kit Wilson interview. Of course, he accuses Matt Cardona of toxic masculinity.
Can I play it?
No, you can't. Copyright. You can't do it. Yeah, just I know you're into the theme song really a lot.
So look, the way you feel about Chelsea Green, I feel about her husband. I love Matt Cardona. I grew up watching Matt Cardona. I grew up listening to Zack Ryder's theme song at home by myself, dancing around.
Woo, woo, woo.
When I was a kid. Woo, 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 you know it. All radio, everything you know. I love Zack Ryder. I love Matt Cardona. I love what he did stuff on the Indies. I love before he left for the Indies. I do not want him to get jobbed out.
Oh, I agree. Here's my opinion on Matt Cardona. I'm annoyed by his face character. I think he should be a heel. Like the heel that he was on the Indies. Like, it would, like, change the entire course of wrestling. And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah. No, he's amazing.
Because he was built up like that there.
Oh, like the indie god, like, going around different companies, taking titles. Like,
yes.
I think, dude, he was just unbeatable. And just, like, so good.
Mm-hmm.
He was with Shotzi, Karrion Kross before he got called up back in WWE, and like it was good. I think he was doing really good. When he came back, I almost cried. I'll be honest with you. I love Matt Cardona. I would do that. I heard woo woo woo, you know it, and oh my gosh, dude! Like I was sitting right here, and I screamed. I was like, "Yes, let's go!" But the week before, he loses the or did he lose the match? Who's he wrestling the week before or the Friday before?
Well, when he came back as Zack Ryder, I think he was facing LA Knight.
Kid.
He lost to LA Knight.
No. I'm talking about after or the week after he returned and wrestled Kid.
Trick Williams. He lost to Trick Williams.
Yes. He lost to Trick Williams, and then
he did beat Kit Wilson.
Yes, but then Kit Wilson attacked him.
Yeah.
After he lost the match, and I think it's good for Matt to go against Kit Wilson because of how high Kit Wilson is right now. I'm part of the Kit Wilson hype train. I love the theme song, but I don't want him losing or I don't want him beating Matt Cardona. I think Matt Cardona needs to win. Needs to just show him up. But I'm afraid because of how over Kit Wilson is now with the fans, they're gonna have him beat Matt Cardona and they're gonna bury Matt in like the first couple weeks.
Yeah,
which would make me so sad.
It's unfortunate, but I feel like they can still. I feel like there's a way they can still have Matt Cardona win, but have Kit Wilson look strong.
I mean, the dude's amazing. They're both amazing wrestlers, so yeah, I see it.
It's just all about the booking. But I mean, Triple H has been struggling with it for the past year, so I don't know.
Hey! Look, be nice, Triple H, because if we're nice, we might get free tickets.
You're right.
Triple H, I love you. I love your family.
You're right, Triple H. I'm sorry for everything I said.
Yeah, I love everything you do, Triple H. From the scene with Kane, and the coffin, love that.
I love DX. If you're not down with that, you got 2 words for you. Everybody know what's
happening. 2 words for you.
All right.
Bad creative. Sorry.
Okay. So.
I love you, Triple H. I'm sorry, please.
Of course, and then we had Triple Threat Women's Tag Team Championship. Charlotte Flair and Charlexa, Kiana James and Julia.
Best friend.
And then you had Nia Jackson, Last Legend. I thought this was the great move to have Julia and Kiana James win. I thought it was the right move. Because Julia, they're trying to do something with Julia. I mean, unfortunately, they had her they had her win the title belt against Chelsea Green. But
I know me and you were against each other there on that pick.
Oh,
I love Chelsea Green, but Julia is such a phenomenal wrestler. She wrestled in AEW, New Japan. I'm pretty sure AEW.
Yeah, she's a great wrestler.
But they are not giving her justice on the main roster. She's doing so good on like NXT. I think she could definitely elevate the title. But the problem is with the women's division in total, with World Champion, Tag, everything else. With Tag, they fired all the Tag wrestlers. Kiana James or Katana Chance, Alba and Isla are broken up because Isla's still on WWE, but Alba's gone.
Yeah.
They fired like all the Tag wrestlers. And then they're putting all of like the main eventers in the Tag division now, which is leaving the main event open, and they're putting all the mid-carders in there, and then the mid-card division has nobody. So it's like, it's just hard to book everything. I think the women's division has amazing talent, but they need to either hire more people or spread it out better, because like, you have Rhea, Charlotte, Alexa, Io, Nia.
Okay, this is going to be a hot take, but honestly, some of the ones that aren't winning in the
wait.
Some of the ones that
Alexa, stop.
We're talking about the wrestler, not you. But anyways, well, here's what I think the WWE should do, and this is kind of what they did with like Becky Lynch. Like some of the main eventers that aren't winning championships, I'd actually put down to compete for the United States title and the Intercontinental title to elevate the other wrestlers. I mean, that's what they did with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns a few years ago.
I mean, but like the thing is, Stephanie's injured. She's wrestling, but she's injured. If you look at her ankle is like destroyed. You can see like it's like bruised terribly.
Yeah,
and she's still wrestling. She's supposed to wrestle Raquel, which I think is fine. But Jade has never been yet since she took it off Tiffy, which I'm not gonna get into Tiffany Stratton. That's everything we get into
Yeah.
maybe next time. But
Honestly, if I was the
she's not
general
good.
manager, I would threaten to take the title belt off of Jade Cargill if she doesn't defend it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like they try to book it as like it's her choice, and she's trying to get heat for it, and then that's why we have Jordan Grace take it off her. And yeah,
But yeah, of course, we were talking about like the tag team match. I don't know. I thought that triple threat was a botch fest. But Julia and Kiana James, I think the right like team won, and are gonna face Rio eventually. And I think that's gonna potentially be a banger because you got Julia
yeah.
going against Io Sky and Rhea, and Kiana James, the athleticism she has.
I'm not too familiar with her. All I know is that she's no, that's someone else. Is Kiana? I don't know. But yeah.
But here's my thing with the tag team division. I wish they'd have natural tag teams instead of just putting superstars together. Because they
No,
had one with
because
Alba
they're
Fire
good.
and Isla Dawn. Then they released Isla
They
Dawn.
were good, and Katana Chance and Kaden Carter were so good. They were an amazing tag team.
Yeah.
Did they have any more? They had some more women tag teams, but they're all gone. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of see the problem with like the men's tag team division too. I mean, it like the titles would be like defended. They wouldn't be defended at all. But we'll talk about that
the
later
SmackDown
on.
was so good for a while, but yeah.
We'll talk about that later on. We're
We'll
gonna
get
get
to it.
that to the main event now. Sami Zayn versus Dink the main no, not Sami Zayn. Priest versus Trick Williams for the main event.
Trick Willie.
And then you'd have, of course, Damian Priest not happy like Sami Zayn coming out there. But Sami Zayn decided to come out there and I don't know. I was annoyed with all the commercials during like SmackDown. There was too much of them going on. And then you had Sami Zayn take out Trick Williams, and Trick Williams wins by DQ.
Yeah.
And then they would all brawl. Yeah, brawl it out.
Yeah.
They would all brawl, and then Randy Orton would RKO Trick Williams at the last second. And now it's set up for
Beautiful.
Saturday night
And then
main
you
event.
Too. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Saturday night main event. And it would start off with, okay, this Saturday night main event I thought was the best Saturday night main event since its return. You had Fatu versus Rhodes. And it would be kind of like an...
Whoa. Pause here. Better than Cena's Saturday night main event?
Yes, because I hated how that finish ended. Because, honestly, Cena should not have tapped out the Gunther. You're like... I thought that was a
We're
bad
gonna get
booking
into
decision.
that another time. Let's put a pin in that one. We'll get in more of that one another podcast.
Yeah,
but
we will.
I'll let you think that. Okay.
But anyways,
We can argue about that later.
I thought it was better than that Saturday night main event. But yeah, Fatu and Rhodes, they had an attitude. They were supposed to have a match, but they had an attitude era type brawl where they were just brawling all around the arena. I thought, man, we were missing this in WWE. And then all of a sudden, Drew McIntyre comes out of nowhere and takes both of them out looking like a strong heel. I thought the execution on this was great.
Oh, it was beautiful. I think it was the best wrestling confrontation, like brawl, whatever, that we've had in a long time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then you'd have Drew McIntyre cut a promo. He'd be like, you see what I did out there? I'll do that to anyone.
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, I love Drew McIntyre. He's an amazing wrestler. Amazing heel.
And then you'd have Rio versus Judgment Day. I thought this was another... Oh, yeah. There was a couple of botches in this match. They had, like, one where, like... They had, like, the ref had, like, a slow count. And they were trying to wait on, like, somebody to, like, stop the count. And I was like, man, that was too obvious. That kind of ruined the match a little bit. It was decent, but...
Because no one in there's a tag wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like they're all single stars. They don't... I don't know.
Like I said, they're all put together. Like, the chemistry with them as a tag team partner aren't really there. Maybe wrestling against each other is good, but maybe not as tag partners. But yeah, it was like a couple botches. But I thought overall it was a decent match. And then you have like Stephanie Vaquer return and attack Raquel while Raquel was trying to help the Judgment Day. And then Rio retains. But I thought at least it was a physical match. I thought it was pretty cool.
Did you see Vaquer's ankle? It's bad.
Vaquer's ankle? Yes.
Dude, it's bad. She should have wrestling right now. She's...
Yeah. Let me tell you a story. One time I won a basketball 1v1 on a sprained ankle.
Hey, Brandon Nichols for the win.
Yeah, because I was actually like, I was going one-on-one against this one dude. I tried to do a fadeaway shot, and I ended up coming down to my ankle.
Oh,
It did not feel good at all, but somehow I got up and mustered enough strength to, somehow I beat him.
hey, a win is a win.
I don't know how I did it,
All
but
right,
I couldn't walk the
what's
next
next?
day. I regretted it, but
Yeah.
at least it added to
What's
my
the
aura.
next?
With
Yeah.
not much aura that I have, but
What's
anyways.
the next part or next?
Styles versus Nakamura is the next one, and I have to say, they put on a banger. They put on a banger.
Okay, I don't know if you've seen the WrestleMania match between Styles and Shinsuke. Terrible. Nah, I take it was bad. It was
their feud in 2018 was not good. They botched it.
No, it wasn't. But this was beautiful. From the top of the show to the match to the end of the match, it was like almost like a complete replica of their was it New Japan? New Japan match. I'm pretty sure it was New Japan.
Yeah, you know more than I do.
Was it or whatever? Yeah, but like it was beautiful. Shinsuke kind of botched this armbar he tried to put him in, but like he recovered from it really nice. I don't know if you've like seen it. I'll show you later, but like back when they wrestled before, and like they're like a much younger, but it was like a jumping armbar basically, and just like put an armbar just on the ground. But Shinsuke kind of botched a little bit, but it was still really good. I loved it. Match. Other than that, the match was 5 stars.
Oh yeah,
I think it was match for me.
I give it a 4.5 because AJ Styles, you can tell he's kind of looking tired, but it was still a really good match. I say 4.5. I wouldn't say it was like the greatest match ever, but
I love Shinsuke. Yeah,
it's pretty good. All right, now we got the Fatal 4-Way. Priest, Orton, Trick Williams, and Sami Zayn. I thought they put on a great Fatal 4-Way, and it was physical.
Good.
There were some cool spots. There was one where like Randy Orton kept side slamming everybody on the table. I thought that was kind of funny.
Oh, he always does that. I love it.
And then
I don't. You can go with it.
And of course, he'd have Sami Zayn win the match. He would. I think he pin like Damian Priest, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, he did.
I mean, I think so. But anyways, yeah, he came in, did the Eluva kick, and then he won the match. And he's gonna face Drew McIntyre. I think it was the right decision because let's be honest, his underdog gimmick has been dragged out for way too long, and I feel like this is their time. They can finally get it over with. But I'll say who I think's gonna win between them two later on when we talk about Rumble predictions. So, what were your thoughts about this show overall? Then we'll talk about Raw.
It was good. I think it was the best SmackDown of this year so far. Not SmackDown.
Saturday Night Main Event.
Saturday Main Event, yes. It was best Saturday Main Event besides this one to me. It was really good.
Well, I take that back. This was my second favorite Saturday Night Main Event. My first favorite one was actually the inaugural when Chelsea Green won the United States Championship. There we go.
I thought you were about to say Goldberg's. Okay.
So this is actually my second, but.
Okay, fair enough. My first is the same one because like the NXT guys, everything was so good.
All right.
Okay, now we're on the Raw.
Yep, we're on the Raw. You got more to notes than I do.
Yes, I do. So AJ Styles opens the show. He looks like very like sad, kind of like he's just like not having a good day. Because I obviously what's coming soon. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but I mean like I personally think that he's retiring this year or retiring against Gunther. I think it's gonna happen. Maybe I'll get into that a little bit later. But he was sad and he was crying, and then he says that he wants one more title run. Now, if he does lose this weekend, I think he might go to TNA.
That's what I would say. We'll talk about that more later on, though. I'm saving it for later.
Okay, we will. Okay. But then Punk comes out and he goes through like their history. They've actually never wrestled in WWE. I think Punk left like the year that AJ came to WWE. And then Punk says that he'll wrestle AJ for the title later that night, which was a good one. I mean, it was kind of basic, like, oh yeah, I want a title shot. Okay, you have one, but like, It shows the respect between the two guys, so I liked it.
I say with all AJ Styles have done, he deserves like a title shot. Like there's some
Yeah.
like wrestlers that deserve a title shot, like John Cena, AJ Styles. I mean, ones that have
Matt
accomplished an awful
Cardona,
lot. I understand.
Chelsea.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be crazy. Chelsea Green deserves everything. She does. She does. But all right. Next,
Fair enough. Next, I have Roxanne Liv, Raquel versus Io, Rhea, and Valkyrie. Stephanie. Valkyrie, or how did I?
yeah, the first time Valkyrie has been wrestling since her injury.
It was a good match. I liked it. Obviously, Liv Morgan wrestling, love to death. I think this was like 3 really good female wrestlers that should not be tag teaming. I feel like they should be wrestling solo matches, but
yeah, the wrestling I thought was okay, but something I really didn't like was Rhea Ripley pinning Liv Morgan again. I feel like Liv Morgan keeps taking the pinfall. Her momentum of coming back is just getting squashed.
No, she pinned Roxy. She didn't pin Liv. I thought she pinned Roxy.
No, it was Liv. I think it was Liv.
Well, I think they need to fire Rhea. I think they need to get rid of Rhea Ripley because she should not be pinning the best wrestler ever, Liv Morgan. You're crazy about Chelsea.
Well, it might have been
Liv Morgan.
I think she did pin Liv Saturday Night Main Event. I think she did pin her Monday Night Raw. It might have been Roxanne, but anyways, I still think it's bad either way that they're both getting pinned because Roxanne Perez. If you look throughout the entire year, last year, she took the most losses on the roster.
And she's so good.
More than Chelsea Green, more than anybody on the roster. And just think, she was the Iron Woman last year in the Rumble. They were building her up as the prodigy. And now she's
amazing.
She's the Judgment Day's jobber.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I see it.
Like, honestly, she deserves to be booked better.
They kind of abandoned her storyline with a Dom when a Liv came back. And listen, Liv.
I would have stayed with that storyline. That was cooking.
Wait. This is my time.
All right.
Lou time, okay? Listen, Liv. If you're watching this, I'll treat you a lot better than like a Dom can, okay? Just saying. I'm sorry. I doubt she's watching me, but if she does, she's gonna file a trade war against me. But no, I feel like Roxy could have been a lot better if they didn't get rid of that storyline with the Liv. I feel like they played into it more.
Yeah.
But I'll get more into like the whole Judgment Day stuff a little bit later towards the end of this. Next we have Adam Pearce comes out, says says that Braun Breaker's suspension's lifted.
Yes.
They're all allowed back, or they're like all like allowed in the Rumble. So Braun, Theory, Bronson, Logan are all in the Rumble now, which is okay. I mean, obviously.
Okay, you want to hear my take on the Vision storyline? What I think about that whole segment? I thought it was atrocious. I mean, I was happy Braun Breaker's like suspension is lifted, but you got Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Austin Theory. Those guys are supposed to be built up, and they're all saying, we want Braun Breaker. We're going to help Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble. I mean, it's got to be all for themselves. Like, whoever's there at the end, they're going to try to get it. Like, that makes them look weak, in my opinion, because they're trying to build up Bronson Reed. He beat Roman Reigns and Perf a few months ago. And then you had Braun Breaker take the pin in Survivor Series.
Work with him. Yeah.
I mean,
no, it was awesome.
It was just like making him look weak. I think the only way that the Vision storyline would be revived is if Seth Rollins returns at the Royal Rumble or in the next couple weeks.
If he's clear, I don't know if he's clear or not, but yeah.
Yeah, but you never know. So we had John Cena years ago recover from that injury somehow.
Yeah, but Seth doesn't have working knees anyway. He's never had he has had a good knees in 20 or like 10 years.
That's true.
Bad. Or he's gonna he's like he's shot. So then Adam Pearce says because of last week where Rey Mysterio hit Austin Theory with Logan's brass knuckles. Austin Theory's going to face Rey Mysterio right now, and Rey comes out whatever. But I'll take a pause for a second. Who do you think's the person that Paul Heyman had call Adam Pearce? Because it's not Triple H. They said that like Triple H isn't the one doing it. It's someone above him. I don't know who else is above him besides The Rock.
Brock
and
Lesnar?
I know it's not, but why
No,
would
that
Triple
doesn't
H be
make
scared to
sense.
talk to Brock Lesnar? It's Triple H.
You gotta explain this more. Because I'm not. following.
So the whole reason why Braun's suspension was lifted was because apparently Adam Pearce put his hands on Braun first, and Heyman had somebody call Adam Pearce, and now Adam Pearce is all like, "Oh, you guys come back, you're on the Rumble, you guys can get everything that you want." It's like he got scared by something, but like it might be Brock. It probably is. I would say Brock's the best option because I don't think it's Rock. And they said that like it's someone that should, or Heyman said like it's somebody that should be like scared of Triple H, or no, someone that like Triple H should like be like scared of.
Oh, Triple H should be scared of. So I say it's possible. Well, it's probably The Rock then, if you think about it.
But I don't want that.
I don't want it either.
The Rock to do anything. I think it might be Brock. I think it might be Brock coming back just to cause more chaos, and he's coming back in Rumble. So
I mean that's true. Maybe it is Brock Lesnar. It's probably not The Rock because The Rock's not really going to be in the storylines. So it's probably Brock Lesnar. I think.
And like it makes more sense to have Brock than The Rock. Brock the Rock. But yeah, it makes more sense to have him. So after the match, the match starts.
Yeah, didn't Rey Mysterio have like a shoulder injury?
So we'll get into that a little bit. Right. Division attacked Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey after the match. After Austin Theory beat Rey, I think Austin Theory beat Rey. And Rey was gonna get picked up for like a super spear, but then he kind of like they held up the X, and they were kind of like he's injured, so the X means they're injured, obviously in wrestling. But so like they ended up super spearing Penta. So I think he might be injured, but it also might be a way to get him out of the Rumble just in case of like he doesn't get hurt. And this was so like it was okay, but next was probably one of my most confusing parts of the show.
Yeah, here's another. Can I hop in real quick? Yeah. One problem I had about that match is just like Rey Mysterio at the twilight of his career. He's in these type of matches where they should actually be kind of giving him something because honestly, he contributed a lot to the company. If you think about it, his longevity.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio is amazing. So next segment is Finn Balor go back to Adam Pearce and that he wants to Rumble. And Adam Pearce says that there's not enough room anymore for like anybody else. There are 14 names. Now this is probably weird backwards, but there are 14 names listed for Rumble. Now I'm not gonna go through this a lot. Like, who are the other 16 that we're having surprises? Or just wrestlers that are on roster we don't know about.
Some of them maybe just from NXT, I think, and then some of them are actually ones that are returning.
We'll get into the Rumble stuff later, but like have the like Finn not being in it. I feel like they're gonna do something with Finn. I'll get more of that about the Rumble part later on. But so next part is Alpha Academy beats the Creeds, New Day, El Grande, and his lackeys. No, I'm not gonna call them lackeys, but I'm gonna.
That's fair. That's fair to call them that.
Yep, I'll break kayfabe. I'll say it. Pete Dunne and Hunter Bate.
All right.
Amazing wrestlers, by the way. One of the goofers. I don't even know which one, but they're good. And this match, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Akira Tozawa, just goes wild. I mean, he Trouble in Paradise is Kofi Kingston. He's doing flips. He's doing amazing kicks. This guy can wrestle. Have you seen Akira Tozawa? Do you know anything about him?
I mean, I know he was kind of like a jobber whenever he was like in the late 2010s. Like he was fighting R-Truth all the
No,
time for the 24/7 championship.
2010s.
The late 2010s,
Oh, I
yeah.
guess.
Remember when they had that
Yeah,
24/7
but
championship for the brief time?
before that, I want you to take a picture right now on your phone of here his hour before and after. Homeboy was like a fat guy, but like
Yeah,
he could
I
wrestle,
have seen that. I have seen that. It's
dude.
pretty cool
And he
by
wrestled,
him.
but like if he wasn't so tiny, he'd be like one of the best wrestlers out there. If he was like 6'2" or something, he is such an amazing wrestler that he gets so appreciated. I mean, last year he literally got like jobbed out in the Rumble. He got beat up, and then he came in, which it was a good spot. But yeah,
He got
so
got
now
beat
Alpha
up,
Academy.
and then I Show Speed showed up. I thought that was pretty cool.
So Cesaro goes crazy, gets a pin. Alpha Academy is now #1 for the contenders. They're facing.
And I kind of disagree with them winning because I do not like face versus face matches.
I'm thinking here. Yeah, I think the Creed should have won.
Yeah, Creed Brothers. I agree because they're under like Chad Gable.
Because Julius Creed was with Dana White for some like UFC stuff. He was like working with him for some like UFC stuff. So Julius was like gone for a while, so definitely he wasn't on for a while. But he was good. The Creed should have definitely won it though. Next we have Stephanie Becker versus Raquel Rodriguez. That's gonna be or that wasn't that, but
they brawled out.
Yeah, but then they announced a street fight in Philadelphia next week between the two of them, which is gonna be good. I like that. And this part is where it gets a little dicey. Liv Morgan gets mad at Finn because earlier in the night,
Finn Balor came to CM Punk and thanked him for giving him a match in his hometown.
Something. And Liv was mad for that. Playing the scenes for Judgment Day breakup. And next, we have. I'm not going to spoil my picks. Just a little hint. An amazing Rumble announcement for the Obafemi. What do you think about Oba being in the Rumble? We'll get more in a little bit, but do you think it's a little brief part of it?
What do you think about Obafemi being in the Rumble? Well,
what do you think about Oba in general?
What do you think about him in general? Oh, I think he's pretty good, honestly.
I think he's amazing.
I know his feud with Javon Evans was it Evans or was it a trick?
So good. It was a trick with Javon.
Yeah, one of them.
Like he's amazing feuds.
Yeah, he had pretty good feuds, and like he was carrying like NXT for a long time. And I think with him finally getting called up, oh man, it's gonna be great seeing him on the roster.
So now we move to AJ versus CM Punk, which it was a good match. This is their second match, or this is the first match in a WWE. It was a good match. Nothing. It wasn't as good as Sheamus personally to me. I feel like Shinsuke versus AJ wasn't better. But I mean,
I'm gonna be honest. Both of them looked gassed wrestling. They looked gassed.
Oh yeah, because they're old.
Yeah.
But like it was a good match. Finn comes in towards the end and does the shotgun dropkick and and then gets
the coup de grace.
Kind of just but kind of just like reaffirming like he's a heel and keeping it in that heel spot. So I'll get more into Finn Balor and stuff a little bit. So let's move on Rumble since we're kind of short on time.
Yeah. Oh no. We can keep going. It's all right. But yeah, just to talk about like that ending. I honestly find it strange that they had like Finn Balor kind of be nice to CM Punk. I mean, if they're trying to have like Finn Balor as that villain, he's gotta like take as much opportunities as he can, become an opportunist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Royal Rumble now. All right, so what I have for the Royal Rumble, so.
Are we just gonna do our picks for the different stuff?
Yeah, okay. So what I first have up, we're gonna talk about. So let's talk about who we think is gonna be.
Actually, let's talk about matches first.
Yeah, what's
and
the
like
card?
the
Because
rumbles.
what's the full card?
Um, let me look. Sorry,
Because I know we got the men's rumble and then the women's rumble. We
that was
got
last year's.
Drew McIntyre versus Sammy.
Yeah, so it's Drew versus Sammy, AJ versus Gunther.
Yes.
Um,
Oh yeah, the career match.
is there more? There's only 2 matches on the Rumble card.
Yeah, that's why I found it really strange because there wasn't really as much matches. I thought there was more than that.
And yeah, there's only 2 matches. Okay, so let's start off with Drew and Sammy. So let's keep track and let's see who wins the predictions next week. I feel like for our normal matches, I feel like we're gonna have same picks. So I think that the winner between Drew and Sammy is gonna be Drew McIntyre. Drew just won title. He is a phenomenal person in ring, and he's a good on mic. He's been crazy. He finally gets what he wants, and I don't think anybody's stopping him. I think Sammy's gonna lose. It's gonna be a good match. Drew's gonna win, and I think what happened. Honestly, I think my prediction is Drew.
All right, this is you and I gonna defer here. I think we're gonna have an upset here.
Already.
I think Sami Zayn's gonna win, and why I think Sami Zayn's gonna win. Like I
Shocking.
talked about, his underdog story has been dragged for so long. Him chasing the championship, and I think finally he's gonna beat Drew McIntyre somehow in front of Saudi Arabia. They're big fans of him with Saudi Arabia over there. And have him like hold it for a couple weeks. And I think Sammy will come out with like an open challenge or something. I'm kind of going with like C-Jack's opinion here. But I think he's going to have like some type of open challenge, or he'll defend it at the Chamber. And that's when Drew McIntyre faces him again, has his rematch. And I think Drew wins it back. That's what I think is going to happen. Because they're going to have like Sami Zayn let him have his moment, I think. And then he's going to lose it right after. I see that potentially happening. Now, if Sammy doesn't win, I have a feeling Sammy's going to turn heel. Because that's really the only direction you can go with him.
I think so. That works. Okay, so we have different predictions for that match. You say Drew, I say Sam, or I say Drew. You say Sammy. So let's do predictions. I'll put some fire now. Okay, so you have Sammy. I have Drew. Okay. So next is there no women's matches on here?
Let's talk about AJ.
Gunther
Let's
versus
talk
AJ
about
Styles.
AJ Styles versus Gunther.
I think we're getting worked. I think that AJ is gonna win. Oh, no, crap. You go first because I'm so excited.
AJ Styles versus Gunther. Remember last year they were talking about, they were thinking that AJ Styles was going to retire in 2026. They didn't say when. But of course, he's going against Gunther. I think they're trying to build Gunther as his career killer. So I wouldn't be surprised if they have AJ Styles have his final match here. I think Gunther's going to win. And AJ Styles, I think, is going to retire from WWE. But here's my theory. I think 3 things. Well, I think it's actually 2 things now. Because I was always going to say 3 things because I thought Brock Lesnar was going to interfere in Gunther's match to set up Brock versus Gunther for Mania. But since Brock Lesnar is going to be in the Rumble, I don't think that's going to happen now. So I think 2 ways. 1, AJ Styles loses, but he finishes his career in TNA. Or he loses to Gunther and just doesn't wrestle after that completely. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
So shout out to my AEW fans or friends out there. This kind of goes into that. I think Gunther's gonna win. I think AJ's gonna retire for a lot of reasons. If you know, you know. I think you should say. If you know, you know. But I think AJ's gonna lose, and he's gonna retire from WWE and either go to TNA to go wrestle for Frankie Kazarian, or he's gonna go to AEW and wrestle Will Ospreay.
Ooh.
Which
That would actually be cool to see him in
I'm not
AEW. He put on some fire matches.
It'd be good. I'm not an AEW fan that much. I'm sorry, guys.
Neither
from
am I.
AEW. I'm not, but it'd be a good match. So yeah, my pick's good. So let's move on to the Women's Royal Rumble. If you want to.
Okay. You go ahead and we'll go to the Women's Rumble. You talk about the Women's Rumble, who you think's going to win in that, because I'm writing my stuff down.
Okay. Then the Iron Man winner, most eliminations. Oh yeah, and surprise entrance. Okay, so sorry, I'm fixing notes right now for it.
All right.
My winner for the Women's Rumble is going to be. Actually, okay, I'll get to my for the last. Most eliminations, I think, is going to be. Oh, dang it! I don't know.
I got all mine ready. You keep going.
If you're ready, go for it because I'm still thinking.
All right, so who I think is going to get eliminated the fastest? I'm going to start off with that. I think Eva Marie is going to make a surprise return, and I think she's going to get eliminated the quickest, whether that's from Rhea Ripley
Is that your surprise?
or someone else.
Okay.
That's not really my surprise. I got a different surprise. But I think she's returning too. But here's who I think is going to return.
Yeah.
I think Paige is going to make her return. She's been teasing it for a while, and in one recent company, she used her WWE theme song. So I think she's kind of teasing it. So I have a feeling she's going to return to the Royal Rumble. The most eliminations, I say Lash Legend is going to have most of the eliminations. Because they're building her up. The Iron Woman, I think is going to be Lyra Valkyria. Because Lyra Valkyria, she's a pretty strong wrestler. She was doing well with like the Intercontinental title, but they kind of haven't booked her that well for the past couple of months. But I have a feeling they'll make her as the Iron Woman. And now here was my winner of the Rumble. I've been debating between Tiffany Stratton and Bianca Belair, but I think it's going to be Bianca Belair. Because Bianca Belair, because they're still trying to finish up the storyline between like Jade Cargill, Belair, and Naomi. And I have a feeling once Jade Cargill and Belair face, that's going to be an interesting storyline there. But I could also see possibly Stratton winning so she can get revenge on Jade after she got squashed by her. So we'll just have to see. But I'll be fine with Stratton winning. I'll be fine with Belair winning. I'll be fine with Becky Lynch winning. I think her as a double champion would be cool again. And cool. Always Chelsea Green. She's got to win everything. But all right, that's my predictions. Okay,
so I'm gonna hold off my Iron Man till last.
All right. My
surprise entrance, kind of cheap, but I have AJ Lee. Has to happen. I think we're gonna light it up. His body sounded terrible. Most eliminations, Jordan Grace. Most eliminations.
All right.
If she's not facing Jade at the Rumble, which she might be. Do both. Winner, Bianca Belair. And Iron Woman, Chelsea Green.
Woo! Let's go. You serious about that?
Just for the meme of it.
The meme of it. Okay. No, we're taking it seriously. Okay. She's doing it all. She's most Iron Woman. She's gonna do most eliminations. 1 from 30. She's gonna destroy everything.
Okay. Oh, I can't change. Oh, well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I'm changing my winner.
Oh, you're changing your winner.
You already know who it is.
It's Chelsea Green, isn't it?
Liv Morgan, baby.
Liv Morgan. Okay. Yeah, I can see Liv Morgan facing Vaquer.
All right. So I'm gonna cut for time. So I'm gonna hurry up and go through my men's list real fast.
All right.
For my men's stuff. Send me your okay. So I have Iron Man. Actually, the last pick. Winner of it. See, okay, you go first for men.
You go first. I'm writing my stuff down.
Okay. Most eliminations. Look at me. Okay. Surprise entrance, Y2J, Jericho. I'm not going to get in on that because I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I'll say that for another time. But yeah, Y2J, he's going to come back. Surprise entrance. Iron Man. Give me somebody crazy. Oh, Matt Cardona. No, I wouldn't Matt Cardona. It's not. Actually, yeah, no, Matt Cardona for the Iron Man. I have Chelsea for Iron Man. I'm going to have Matt Cardona on there too. And the winner of the 2026 Royal Rumble is, drumroll please, Braun Breaker. Sorry. It has to be Braun Breaker. I don't see anybody else doing it.
All right, that's interesting because I do have some takes that you would probably like. All right, so I have for like the most eliminations, I have Braun Breaker. Then I have for the Iron Man Braun Breaker. I think he's going to be a monster in this match. They have to build him up to be a monster. And surprise, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Chris Jericho. Look out for other free agents that could possibly hop in. You never know. The fastest one that's going to get eliminated, I think it's going to be Kit Wilson.
I think Kit Wilson is going to be okay. This is not one of the things, but it's kind of prediction. I think that it's going to start off with Jey Uso and Kit Wilson.
Jey Uso? Why
Jey
Uso?
Being song. Because we're going to be yeeting.
Oh, he's going to be yeeting, and he's going to be eliminated.
And then all you hear is, what is it? It's like, hey Kit, what are you doing? And the crowd's going to erupt, bro. It's going to erupt, and we're going to get Kit Wilson coming out as number 2, and the Rumble's going to go crazy for it. Yeah. We're going to yeet. We're going to do everything.
It'd actually be funny if you think about it. Now, here, the winner of the 2026 Royal Rumble, I teased it already. I'm going with the safe route here. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns. Because I kind of feel like Roman Reigns hasn't been booked right because they had him lose to Bronson Reed. I know they're trying to help Bronson Reed, but just Roman Reigns' OTC arc hasn't been looking as good. Now, I think to rebuild Roman, and you've heard in Unreal, Roman Reigns kind of had a storyline conflict with Triple H. All that creative stuff going on. So I feel like he's going to listen to him, and I think Roman Reigns is going to win the Rumble. And I have a feeling he's going to face CM Punk.
All right.
That's what I think is going to happen. Because if you remember, after Survivor Series, Roman Reigns walked out unlike the team. He was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
So I think they're kind of going with that. So I'm going to safe route for both women. I think it's going to be Blair, and then for the men, I think it's going to be Roman Reigns. So I'm going with the safe.
I'm going to I'm going to change my surprise entrance to the megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Is it really like a return for him though? I thought he was just off.
Yeah, yes. He got written off a couple weeks ago. It's a return if he comes back. He's been gone for more than a month.
That's right. He'll probably return.
Hey, right. Roman's been gone for a short time. If he goes back, I'd be surprised. This Roman Reigns.
All right. Well, it's going to be a great. I'm hoping it's going to be a great Royal Rumble. I hope it's not.
It's going to be awesome. Well, I have to dash. But
all right. Okay, I'm going to do the outro, guys. Well, thank you for being on here, Nathan, and I'm glad I joined the Midwest Wrestling Podcast, Double D as well. The most entertaining, newest wrestling podcast out there, the Midwest Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you guys next Thursday after the Royal Rumble to get our reactions from us and all the wrestling news that's out there. So thank you guys for watching the inaugural episode. If you sticked around for this long, if you're also new to this channel, cause like we're new to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. That would help this channel out an awful lot. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you, Marks.